Maxwell on tour. My bad, Maxwell. Maxwell on tour. I seen him in Vegas at the last Hoodie Award of Steve Harvey. They called it the Neighborhood Award, the last one. We're going to cut this beard. It's going out of control. Yeah. Yeah, he give up a good show. You ain't gonna be mad. Y'all go check out Maxwell Tiny Desk. He kill it. You know the NPR Tiny Desk is right here in DC. Just if y'all didn't know. Yeah. I used to work there years ago. I didn't even know they were having them little concerts there. You know, and I'd have been up in that joint. You know what I'm saying? I done became a fixture. All the big celebs that came through there and did their thing. It's live at the CFG Bank Arena. It's live right here. I don't own the rights to this music. I think you gotta start saying that. He can't dance, but shit. He be grooving though. He be grooving. All right, we got a guest in the house. Have you seen Maxwell concert? I seen him in Vegas. In Vegas, he turned it out, and he came on right before Erica Badu. So yeah, that show was sick. I think the OJ's was on the lineup, and who else? Somebody else. I'm missing somebody, but yeah. So that was 2016, and yeah. So if you ain't seen Maxwell in concert, you got to do that for yourself.
Cashed a 42,000.
Mother just exposed the whole thing. She went live and had some words to say about Rick Ross and P. Diddy. P. Diddy's son, Christian Combs, is facing charges after a victim had sued him. I want everybody to hit that like button and subscribe right now to the channel and turn on post notifications. This whole situation
How about them Redskins?
is all Diddy's fault. And he's bringing everybody.
We looking like a Super Bowl team.
Everybody that was hanging around him, that was going to those after parties. He's literally bringing everybody down with him, man. I want y'all to pay close attention to the key facts in this video. Rick Ross' baby mother just exposed the whole thing. She said Rick Ross just put a hit out on her for the allegations that happened a while back last year. Y'all gotta understand, all these dudes is finna go down. All these high-ranking celebrities is finna go down due to the fact that what happened after that event. When Diddy had his birthday party in 2022, he brought all those celebrities out. Jay-Z, Kevin Hart, who else was there? It was Odell Beckham. It was a lot of celebrities there, and y'all never know what went down behind the scenes, man. A lot of these people was involved in those trafficking, those after parties, man. And the feds just seized over 50 iPhones. They got 50 iPhones that has been seized, and they are connecting the dots.
And
man.
who was these iPhones?
Rick Ross was sleeping with P. Diddy and Will Smith at the same time.
So he kept iPhones as well as the baby oil. Who owned these iPhones?
The streets talking. Oh yeah, the streets talking, man. And y'all think Diddy's son ain't finna literally tell these people what really went on, who really got him doing that type of stuff? Where y'all think Christian Combs got this stuff from? He got this stuff from P. Diddy, from his father. Because P. Diddy was hit on by Clyde Davis. He was hit on by, dudes from Uptown Records, man. Y'all gotta understand, all these celebrities was hiding behind closed doors, and they joined a secret society, man. Jaguar was right. She said all these celebrities is word and they finna go down. Y'all gotta listen to the words that come out her mouth. A lot of people think that she be high and on drugs, but she really be knowing what she's talking about. Shout out to Jaguar Right for coming with the facts, allegedly, man. Rick Ross is over with. His whole career is shut down, and the feds is finna start raiding people's cribs, man, that was involved in these after parties.
All right, this is crazy. All right. Hannah King, what up, Dave? Much success to your channel, fan. Thank you. That's my big bro right there, y'all. My man tuning in. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up to you. Yeah, we talking about Diddy, man, and Maxwell. We talk about, you know, just crazy. Hey, man, what you think about this Diddy stuff? Hey, you in entertainment, man. You be traveling the world. You ain't been to none of them Diddy parties. I ain't gonna see your name up there, am I? Hey, I'm joking with you, but I still want your opinion. Hey, man, look. It's like even if you was just there and didn't do nothing, you linked up in it. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I'm just glad that I wasn't fortunate enough to get to I know that's right. Hey, look, I'm just fortunate enough that I wasn't privileged to be at a Diddy party. Her man. Cause dude off the chain. But what I don't like is that he was sabotaging people's dreams. He was the gate. He became a gatekeeper, and basically threatening people. Hey, you don't get down. I'm gonna destroy you, or I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna keep you from being able to do this, and that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I don't like. You know what I'm saying? And this dude, man, and cause you in the business, Alan. The nature of the business, man. If you don't know your business, you want to get robbed until you learn your business. It seems like when you come into the music game or the entertainment industry, it's like, especially music. Uh, it seemed like they gotta rob you enough, and then if you survive all that they do to you, just let's just not focus on the abuse, but let's just say just robbing you. You don't get your royalties, you don't get your publishing and all the other perks that you supposed to get. That supposed to be your generational wealth. You get what I'm saying? Um, you know, that could play on your psyche, that could have you acting crazy, and if not, push you to kill something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm not gonna blame Puff for everybody that got robbed, but just in his camp alone. And people always say, why is nobody successful but just you? At least with Jay-Z, you can see that Kanye became a billionaire, Rihanna, but Jay-Z been uh subject to, he took people publishing, and I think they all do it. So you gotta know your business to stop them from doing it. And then it just seemed like even if you know what you know, they gonna block you. Meaning, oh, you know too much, so we ain't gonna mess with you. You know what I'm saying? Those predator contracts are called 360 deals. Start with zero and get released with zero. Nike CEOs stepped down when Diddy got arrested. Yeah, I heard all these people is stepping down, bro. So it's just crazy, so he got dirt on a lot of people. And he been practicing, like you said, the predatory process since forever. You know what I'm saying? So, but everybody is saying, is he a victim? Is he part of the problem because it was done to him? So was he taught to and groomed to continue the behavior of the culture of the predatory, executives, that's engaging in these rituals, these, you know, distilling the money, and it's like, so I just feel like if they go into the arena of, look, you know, you don't know nothing, you full of talent, we're gonna rip you off. And then if you survive all that we do to you, then we'll let you live. You know, it's like they'll try to get 5 albums out of you. And if you survive all that, by then you should know what you know to make moves, to get out of that contract, to do what they say, a discovery of, we are the, bring in lawyers in the courts to say, I want to look at the books. Where all the money going? Where all my money that supposed to have been allocated to me? Where's all that money going? And let them tax people get into, uh, you know, basically where the money is going. How the locks are audit. That's what it is. Go get with some lawyers in the courts and conduct an audit and find out where all the money going. The locks found out that Puff had their publishing in his son named Justin. So an audit discovered this. And that's how they were able to get released from their contract, because they exposed them, early on. You know what I'm saying? They was on the radio and was airing him out. And he called up there trying to be a bully, but he wasn't as strength. He wasn't as powerful at this point as he is now. But he was like, y'all can call my office. He said, man, we did all that. You ain't listening. You ain't, you done had our publishing and what I'm saying? Let's renegotiate so we can eat, so we can get some of our money back. You know what I'm saying? You trying to keep everything, and they aired them out. So the Rough Riders came to their defense and picked them up, and they negotiated their contract to let them go and to negotiate their publishing, and so yeah, that's how they got out of that. But they had to go hard, they, was on some mid-level threat stuff, and they said, man, you playing with our lives, man, this will push somebody to go crazy and commit some crimes, Somebody will come up missing or get laid down. And Puff was going, oh, you ain't gonna do nothing. So stop trying to talk tough. And he like, all right, okay, you know what it is, Puff. You know what it is. So yeah, man. So, but social media is like blowing up the spot for everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just exposing everything about the music business. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. It's just crazy. I want to give a shout out to Moochie Sosa. Everybody that's tuning in, go check out my little nephew. Well, he not my blood nephew. He hung with my nephew, Money Man Biggs. Um, but his uncle is my right hand, like from the sandbox, Cornell, and Cornell little brother, Lil Maurice, that's Moochie dad who got murdered 10 years ago. And and as I'm thinking of it, it's like the same situation. Moochie got hit coming from the club. He had the Cuban on. I heard he had a Rolex, and them jokers probably, followed him from the club. He feeling good. Life is good. He getting money. And, I think he was getting out the car to go in the gas station and get some cigarettes. So they caught him slipping coming from the gas station, from getting cigarettes. And Lil Mo got hit in a gambling game. Mo, Cornell, these guys are very lucky when it come to gambling, shooting the dice. You know, uh, that's what we did around 7th Street, around the hood. You know what I'm saying? You know, we used to roll these balls. You hear me? We used to this look. So my claim to fame with the gambling game, you know, I wasn't in the streets, but I was lucky back in the day, especially in high school. So the hustlers be getting their money on the corner, and I worked. You know, I had a little weekend job, at a restaurant, as a whatever they needed, I did it. You know what I'm saying? So, I make a little 200 a 2 weeks, which was, big back in the day, and so when I got my money, it was always a gambling game going on. So that was my hustle right there, with my check money. I'll go and win me a couple of $100 on the block and then go to school, win another couple of $100. So, you know, I work my way up to, you know, I'm not going to exaggerate. I say maybe in a month I made $1,000 from $200. So that's how I was able to keep and be fly, and I looked the part like I was on the block, and I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But I was taking money from the gamblers. I mean, well, them two, from the hustlers. Them dudes couldn't gamble worth shit, and I was just lucky. But I stopped gambling when I left high school. I lost a whole check, and I had to go to my mom's, because I had to pay rent. I had me a little apartment, and I couldn't pay my rent. I was facing eviction, and my mother scolded me so bad when she gave me that money. She said, "Hey, I'm glad this happened to you early, so you can stop gambling. This is your sign right here." My grandmother, real religious, so therefore, you know, uh, I had to sit there about an hour and a half and listen to scriptures and her just, man, I felt so bad when I rolled up out of there, and I had that money to go take to the rental office. And I never for real gambled no more because I think my luck had changed. And I'm not in the business of losing money. So therefore, uh that's what it was, So, but I'm just saying, it's crazy. Yeah, but back to the subject, because I be waving off track. Yeah, but you know, just we just, and then and another notion, we thought everybody that was on TV was rich, and you know, uh, you know, and that wasn't the truth. People looked the part, but all the time, you know, they wasn't rich like we thought they were. And then a lot of the celebrities wasn't privy to taxes. So if you did make some money, like I think Kumo D lost a lot of his fortune through taxes that he wasn't paying on time and whatever. Red Fox, and it's crazy because why the government let you go like decades like they did Red Fox. And I don't really know Red Fox story and his real internal story of what he owed, and why he didn't pay the government, because he could have knew and was avoiding it. He probably was paying them and then stopped paying them. But in the end game, it's like, why you let decades go by and then just take everything somebody worked hard for? So what is the lesson here? Don't play with the government. Pay them their money. Pay them their money. You know, it's like they the legal mafia. You know what I'm saying? Pay them their money so them people won't be coming after you because they don't take just what you owe. They want to take more, meaning they tacking on interest. So therefore, they getting more than you owe. So please be on your tax game and pay your taxes and let them peoples take that money. At the end of the day, you made money, you'll make it back. That's just how I go. Let them peoples take their money. You know what I'm saying? You know, Wesley Snipes done been in jail for tax evasion, you know, and this how he got caught up. He living in a foreign country and has citizenship, but you're making your money in the US. The US want their money. Whether you live here or not, if you're making money in the US want they cut. That's just how I go. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So, you know, you know, pay your taxes, man, at the end of the day. Yeah. So yeah, I'm sporting a velour feelock that we used to wear back in the day. And, you know, I got a little, I got some chips now. I got a little change. So, you know, what I couldn't afford back in when I was coming up, I go vintage shopping nowadays because I don't really like the gear that, you know, the the fashion that's out now because it's for young people. I'm not going to be wearing all no skinny jeans and all that. I ain't doing that. So, and then you see all this gray in my face. I'm a elder now. And therefore I need to project that when I hit the streets. When folks see me, they need to see a mature man, not a man trying to hold on to his 20s by looking like he 20 and acting like he nah. Act your age, look your age, dress your age. That's the tip I'm on. So so my thing is now everything that I admired back in the day growing up and couldn't afford, I'm treating myself good now. You feel me? And cause I can afford these nice shoes that was out of my reach. Nice, vintage garment that in the 80s, if you had these pieces, we knew you had money or you was getting money. So, like Big Meat say, you looking like new money. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to shout out Prince and Princess up in Georgetown because they got all the vintage 80s look, everything that was worn back then, they done make that was the store Rayford Admin shut down and spent 50,000 in there on a regular, you know what I'm saying? Like so many times out the year. Every season that came into play, fall, summer, spring, winter, you know, Rayford and his team will be up there spending money. They closed the store. They come when it close, and nobody will be there, and they be in there shopping, and they lay 50,000 on them people. So, and then they had the other, getting money guys and women coming up in there. So that store made a lot of money over the years. That's how they still now able to sustain. They had a nice big shop on the corner. Now they done moved up maybe three not three buildings, but three shops up because they, you know, shortened the square footage. And so yeah, so that's the go-to shop if you looking for vintage shoes and sweatsuits, and they got up-to-date stuff in there too. But their business come from really you know, guys like myself, and even the guys that used to get it and had it, you know, uh, you know, the pieces that they got probably can't fit because we done got fat. So, over the years. So now people still coming up there and re-buying what they had, or, just the new pieces. This is a new look that they doing up there. This ain't one of the old ones. So Fila still putting out new looks. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know. All right, let's get back to some of the features, man. I had my man Allen King. Let me blow my man up like Rob the Poet. I know a few celebrity friends, and Allen King is a accomplished jazz musician. Y'all check him out and support his music. He's independent and jazz dynamite jazz player. And Rob the Poet is a that's been around, for 20 years doing this thing on the poet circuit. And he done put out uh, CDs, him rapping and, uh, doing his poetry to music. So he has music CDs out with him, doing this poetry. And so yeah, so my man that won awards and everything. So yeah, Rob the Poet and Alan King, the jazz musician. So these are my two celebrity friends that I know personally, that's doing their thing and been doing their thing over the years. So yeah, you know. Yeah. So what else I want to talk about? We got an election coming up. So uh they talking about that Harris is not qualified. But so is Donald Trump, President Donald Trump. He wasn't qualified. I feel like Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, he don't embody what it is to be president of the essence. He don't embody the essence of being president, meaning being president, you're supposed to be for the people. Okay. What is it that the people need? Trump is President Trump is solely about the power. And I throw you some crumbs, but his pri- priority and primary power and how it helps his business. You feel me? So he bringing his business model to the presidency, and so as a seasoned politician, you're taught that being in politics is supposed to be about serving the people. You know what I'm saying? And Trump don't embody that at all. He do what he do just because, not because it's needed. So he'll go and come to the Black Journalists Coalition and speak because he's trying to get voters. But if he knew he didn't have to, he wouldn't. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So that's where I'm at with that. So it is what it is, man. You know. Christmas coming up. You know, the end of the year is we approaching the end of the year, and you know, time be flying. You know, time be flying, and time don't wait on nobody either. So I say that to say, whatever it is you want to do or need to do, just go ahead and do it. Because tomorrow is not promised. You know, I lost my mom almost 2 years now, 3 years for my dad. This is the 20th year that my sister been dead. She left here in '04. And what was crazy was in '04, $10,000 took care of everything. The funeral, the repast, and everything that went with it. Now $10,000 is just, you ain't even okay, by the time you pay the church, you get a funeral home. No, no. You gotta pay the church. You gotta pay the funeral home and all that they do. Like, you gotta pay the hospital. No, you gotta pay the funeral home to go get the body from the hospital. So okay, you gotta spend money on the church, the funeral home. You gotta spend money for the funeral home to go and get the body, and then all that they do, dress the body up and put the balm in the fluid and makeup, clothes, have somebody come and do, the people hair or give them a haircut. You got to do the funeral service programs, buy flowers. You ain't even got to the burial site. That's $10,000. Everything that I just said by itself. Then you go to the burial place, like, you know, if it's not a church, then they gonna tap your head for $10,000. So now, if they don't have space to put you in the ground, you gotta go in the wall, a mausoleum. That's 15,000 by itself. In '04, my sister, $10,000 buried her. You get what I'm saying? So I want to say to everybody, get you some burial coverage. Let me recommend Global Life. Global Life has been my family insurance people, and they done treated us good over the years when we had to bury our loved ones. So get you some insurance, because nobody is going broke to put you in the ground or give you a nice funeral, because the money might not be there. So be proactive and get you some burial coverage. It's affordable. 30,000 is like maybe $30 a month. So, you know, $30 a month, you spend that at a restaurant when you go out. You do that, you spend that to get your hair done, or a haircut nowadays. A haircut is $50 now. So if you was like me when I had hair, I was going every week, but that was $10 a week, you know. So I done saved $1,000 since '08 a year because I cut my own hair. People, I was wondering why people are growing dreads in this day and time because haircuts are so expensive, you know. But for a long time, the barbers wasn't getting paid, so I ain't mad at them getting their money. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So being a barber is very lucrative nowadays, especially if your clientele is like that. You know, you get 10 people to pay you $50 a week. You doing well for yourself. $50 a week, you get 10 people. That's $500 a week. So that's $2,000 a month. Come on, man. Yeah. So 500 a week. In a month, that's $2,000. And that's a $2,000 extra that don't even have to be taxed if you're not working in the shop. You go to their house and so forth, you know, make house calls. You don't need a shop, you know, be mobile and go have you 10 clients. And the move is to get tapped in with a young lady, a single mother with some boys, 2, 3 kids, you know, charge each one of them kids $30 a week. You know what I'm saying? 10 for each kid, you know. Get tapped in with the mothers to keep their young little men looking nice. You lock in with her, you get 10 mothers with 3 to 2 or maybe one son. You know what I'm saying? You probably make 200 a week. That's 800. You know, so just think if you got 10 women with boys, and then you get 10 men, and you charging them $50 to cut their hair. Let's say 30 with a $20 tip. You killing the game. You killing the game. That's 2,800. Let's say 3,000 a month. Come on, Slim. You gotta learn how to grind. You gotta learn how to hustle out here. You know. And I tell people, the way of the world, even when you go to college and you go get your career job, you still need a side hustle nowadays. And that's usually your trade. So the degree with a trade, working them both together, you winning. You winning. I'm just saying, I'm a trade, man. I'm vocational. So I was told coming up, you get 4 skill sets under your belt. You'll never be hungry and you'll never be homeless. And I like to add to this, to that quote. Every decade, try to learn something new to earn you some money. And that would be like a trade, bartending. You know what I'm saying? I got a homie since the 90s. I done lost track of him. I think he moved. He in Atlanta or wherever he at. He move around because being a bartender allows you to travel the world. So this was how he hustled. In the morning, he worked at Applebee's. say like from 11 to 2. Then he went to a hotel and worked from like 6 to 10 as a bartender. And then he hit the clubs, hit a club on whoever hired him. You know, he bartended from 12 to the time they close. So he getting a paycheck from each one of these entities, plus he getting tips. He used to make $500 a week just from tips before he even got a check from three entities. Three entities. $500 a week for tips. And he works 7 days a week. If you broke out here in America, you broke because you want to be broke at the end of the day. Or you lazy. You pocket watching. You watching everybody else get their money and you want to attach yourself to them. Thinking somebody supposed to hold you down and you ain't doing nothing. You should really feel like a dirtbag to be broke when you don't have to be. You know, any two jobs you put together, you're gonna make substantial money to live comfortable. You know, but everybody wanna ball till they fall. Everybody wanna be the top dog. Okay, only a few wanna live that lifestyle. And what price is that gonna come with? What price tag? You know, I'm gonna recommend you do it the right way. So therefore, you ain't gotta give the government time out your life. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful to be free and have your freedom. Even if you're going through rough times, it beats being in somebody's jail cell. Because if you're trying, you'll come up out the rut. If you're not being picky and choosy. I know broke folks right now won't take their monkey ass to McDonald's and get a job. Nah, I ain't going to no McDonald's, bro. Like, nigga, you broke. Why you sensitive? Why you got all this pride when you broke? I don't get it. You got to start somewhere. I don't get it, bro. I worked at McDonald's back in the day. I knew I wasn't going to be there forever. And one thing about it, let me say this. The job you don't want is the job that you need to have because it's somebody there just like you that trying to figure it out, and together you guys can brainstorm. Bro, what you into? What what you brainstorming about? Oh, bro, I'm getting ready to bust a move over here. You know, I might want to do this. Woo, woo, woo. So you getting ideas from other people. Because obviously where you're at and who you around not helping the situation. Them jokers ain't got nothing on their mind because you sitting where you are and you busted. So go get that McDonald's job or something like it. Get around people that's trying to figure it out and maybe you can help each other. Every job that I done ever had, you know, I brainstorm with somebody until I got on track of with my own ideas to bust a move to go do something. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, bro. You gotta start somewhere. You gotta pay your dues. Nobody just start at the top. Even when you go to college and you get a college degree and you get a job, you gotta start at the minimum. You gotta start at a beginning. Like they keep selling you the dream, IT. You come out making 160,000, 180,000. No, you're gonna start at 60 or 70, which is good money. You gotta prove yourself to get to that. You gotta be there 2, 3, 4, 5 years to get to the echelon. You ain't never coming out starting at the top. So stop with the bullshit. You gotta pay your dues. You're not gonna just come in and jump over people that's been already there. You gotta come and earn your stripes like anything. And then you graduate, you grow, you upgrade. Come on now. You gotta prove yourself. Them peoples want to know that they can trust you. You gonna bring your ass to work. You gonna be on time. You're a people person. You can work good with others. You gotta learn how to play the game. And if you fail at that, they're gonna get rid of your monkey ass. It's just what it is. They're gonna find somebody that's coming to play the game and get their money. It is what it is. Know why you there. You there to get paid. You ain't there to be nobody friend. You ain't there to be in nobody clique. You know, you're not there to make nobody laugh. You ain't there to make nobody time go by. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. People come to work just to have friends a lot of times. I got friends outside the job. So I don't really need friends at the job. I have colleagues. I have associates. So we there for an amount of time. We can get cool. We can be cool. But 9 times out of 10, I don't hang with you outside of the workplace. So, it is what it is. We friends at work. Like, you got people that want to be your Facebook or social media friend. If I don't hang out with you after work, then you don't need to be on my social media because you're not that kind of friend. You're a friend from work. So let's keep it at work. You can follow me on YouTube. You want to know what's going on with me and what I'm thinking about. But what I'm internally into, you don't need to know all that. You don't need to see them images and people that I'm around and people I know. You don't need to see all that. Because I don't hang with you outside of work. So you don't need to be my social friend like that. You're my friend at work. So let's just keep it like that. So it is what it is. I done had to tell a few people that, hey man, you on social media? Yeah. Well, what's your bruh? I see you every day at work. And if you really a legit friend, you gonna know what's going on with me because I'm gonna tell you, I'm active. I ain't sitting in the house. I'm gonna bring you pictures and show you what I'm into. But you don't need to be looking at people who I'm affiliated with. You don't need to know all that or see all that. You're not privy to all that because you don't need to be. Right? If I ain't broke bread with you outside the job or had drinks with you, that's on an intimate level. You don't need to be my social friend. on my social media. You don't need to be. That's just what it is. That's how I feel about it. Everything has boundaries. You feel me? And you need to keep boundaries with everything. You know, everybody not your friend as they claim to be, and people will position themselves around you just to be nosy, just to be in your business. They don't have no. Sometimes they don't have bad intention. It's just sometimes they don't have a life and they don't do nothing. They don't go nowhere, and they're watching you, and they intrigued by how you move, but then got a little envy with them too, because they not doing what you doing for whatever reason. And I don't feel like I'm doing nothing extravagant, but to you it might be if you're not doing nothing. I just zip line over Niagara Falls this year. To me, that's something. I like adventurous excursions. I travel a little bit, you know, try to go to exotic places because I work hard all year. So that's me treating myself. I'm so much of a traveler now. I don't want to go nowhere twice. The world is too big to be frequently the same place time after time, unless you're going to some kind of event in the same place. Like I've been to the Essence Fest in New Orleans, but I haven't been to the Mardi Gras. So I will go back to New Orleans to go to the Mardi Gras because I haven't been there. We got to guess. Who are you? Have you been to New Orleans? Have you experienced the Essence Fest or the Mardi Gras? You know, and for the fellas, man, y'all better get to them Essence Fests, especially if you're single. The whole team need to go down there. I swear to God, I went in. When did we go? 2017. I got the wife with me. So I'm on my best behavior. I'm married. I'm an elder now. I ain't doing nothing, but it was so many women there that was single and they was down. You hear what I'm saying? Bruh, I'm not exaggerating. It was 10 women to one guy at the Essence Fest. I stayed in the Marriott by the casino. If you've been to New Orleans, you know what I'm talking about. I swear to God, that lobby of our hotel was a party spot the whole time that we was there. I'm telling you, when we came in at night, about 12, and I come down at 8 to get coffee and breakfast, it's the same people there. They going up and down to their room, back and forth. And it's like they were switching up the DJs. The DJs was rocking all night. They take a break probably between 9 and 3. So when I came down at 8 o'clock, the DJ still rocking. Within the whole day, they done rotated 5 DJs. I'm not exaggerating. Every time we was coming in and out the hotel, it was a different DJ. The Essence Fest in New Orleans is off the chain. Trust me. You gotta go if you haven't been. If you single, go with the homies. Everybody need to go with the homies because originally that's a woman festival. And now, they done got the men coming, the women coming with their husbands and their boyfriends, but trust me, that's a spot for all the single men to be pulling up on, because they got a lot of single women there that's ready to party and have a good time. They wasn't stuck up. Everybody was cool. I'm just giving you information. It's up to you to use it. This big day, man, I done gave y'all an hour. You know, I'm fresh with my feline new joint on. You know, I'm getting ready to go and to a funeral awake. And my brother, one of my brothers, done died in an accident. And